This next one is an old Ian Tyson song called "Someday Soon." Judy Collins covered. A bunch of people covered it. It's a very pretty song. It's a little gender bender, and I have to be a little careful with what I do with it. But you know, like tighten the capo. There is a young man that I know. His age is 21. He comes from down in southern Colorado. He just got out of service and he's looking for his fun someday soon. Going with him someday soon. Her parents, they can't stand him 'cause he rides the rodeo. They say that he will always leave her crying. She would follow him right down the roughest road I know. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. When he comes to call her pa, he ain't got a good word to say. Maybe because he was just as wild in his younger days. So blow, you old blue norther, blow him back to her. He's riding in tonight from California. He loves his damned old rodeo as much as he loves her. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. Thank you. The next song is one of mine also. It's called Hemingway's Ghost. Willie suspension of disbelief here. Rain last night in the old town after the sun went down. Rising of the morning sun made steam jump off the ground. Headed down to Sloppy Joe, feeling kinda low. Watered up a round or two, put them in a row. Old man came in and sat right down, the bar stool next to mine. Ordered up a daiquiri, squeezed in an extra lime. Clicked his glass and he drank it down, one enormous chug. Shook my hand and he asked my name, put me in a hug and he said, name is Ernest Hemingway, and I've been gone for years. Come to haunt the strangers here and join them drinking beer. Heaven wasn't made for me, and I'm not made for there. Come back for the alcohol and salty Key West air. So I said, bartender, order up a round. I turned around to make my toast. The stranger wasn't there. His drink was gone, and so was he, vanished in thin air. So I said, bartender, was that really Hemingway? Looked at me like I was nuts, turned and walked away. Not a man do believe in ghosts, but this one thing I'll swear. That afternoon in Sloppy Joe, Hemingway was there. One day's like another, so the story's told. Sitting in a bar room, memories grow cold. Raise his glass to his memory, offer up a toast. The day I had the privilege to drink with Hemingway's ghost, and he said, name is Ernest Hemingway, and I've been gone for years. Come to haunt the strangers here and join them drinking beer. Heaven wasn't made for me, and I'm not made for there. Come back for the alcohol and salty Key West air. Thank you. The next song is a real story song, third-person narrative. Robert Earl Keen. The name of the song is The Road Goes On Forever and the Party Never Ends. Sherry was a waitress, only joint in town. She had a reputation, girl who'd been around somewhere after midnight. Brand new pack of cigs, a fresh one hanging from her lips, a beer between her legs. She'd ride down to the river, she'd hang out with her friends. The road goes on forever, and a party never ends. Sonny was a loner, older than the rest. He tried to join the Navy, couldn't pass the test. He hung around town, he sold a little pot. The law caught wind of Sonny. One day he got caught, and he was back in business when they turned him loose again. The road goes on forever, and the party never ends. Sonny's playing 8-ball, place where Sherry works, when some drunken out-of-towner put his hand up Sherry's skirt. Sonny took his pool cue, laid the drunk out on the floor, put $1 in her tip cup, and he headed for the door. And she was right behind him, reaching for his hand. The road goes on forever, and the party never ends. They hopped in Sonny's pickup. He threw her down in gear. He looked on over at Sherry, said, let's get out of here. The stars were high above them. Moon was in the east. The sun was setting on them when they reached Miami Beach. Got a motel by the water and a quart of Bombay gin. The road goes on forever, and the party never ends. They soon ran out of money, but Sonny knew a man who knew some Cuban refugees who dealt in contraband. Sonny met the Cubans in a place just off the route with the goodies in a satchel and a pistol in his boot. The deal was on the table when the law came busting in. The road goes on forever, and the party never ends. The Cubans grabbed the goodies. Sonny grabbed the jack. He broke the bathroom window. He headed on out back. Sherry drove the pickup to the alley on the side where a lawman captured Sonny was reading him his rights. She stepped out in the alley with a single shot .410. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. They left the lawman lying. They made their getaway. They got back to the motel about the break of day. He threw her all the money, blew her a little kiss. If they ask you how this happened, say I forced you into this. She watched him as his taillights disappeared around the bend. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. Now we get into the moral of the story. 18 months later, just like it was before, Sherry pulls in to the local grocery store. Sherry buys a paper and a cold 6-pack of beer. The headline read that Sonny, he's going to the chair. She pulls out onto Main Street in her new Mercedes Benz. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. Thank you. This next song is my song. It's called 7th Avenue. Winter cold in Albuquerque, guitar by my side. My thumb stuck out and in the air, I'm looking for a ride. Headed back to New York City where it all began. Wondering if she's waiting there when I get home again. I'm back in New York City now and I'm playing on the streets. I'm singing for the strangers there, throw quarters at my feet. Sometimes they stop and listen up, sometimes they even smile. Sometimes they look the other way and walk on all the while. Writing songs about what I know from being on the road. Trying to make my way back home and drop my heavy load. I'm sitting on the corner now, my old guitar and me. I'm singing about the places I've been and went to see. The road wrote me a story about my broken heart. I wrote a true confession and I pass it off as art. I'm living in a basement now, a room without a view. It's cheap and just a block or two off 7th Avenue. She wasn't there when I got home, so what else can I do? Head on out and sing my songs on 7th Avenue. Sing 'em every song I know about what I think is true. Spending all my precious time on 7th Avenue. I sing 'em every song I know, and when each song is through, I long to hear the quarters clink on 7th Avenue. I'll always miss my Mary, and I hope she's doing fine. I'm singing all our memories a quarter at a time. I want the world to hear my songs, and I'll sing 'em till they do. Until then, you find me here on 7th Avenue. Rain or shine, you find me here on 7th Avenue.